The world breathed metal and silence. Above, drones scoured the perpetual grey of the sky, their sensors pulsing in search of deviations, anomalies. Below, in damp alleys and forgotten tunnels, the air was heavy with fear and the smell of burnt ozone. KAI, once one of the architects of the synthetic order, was now just a ghost, a glitch in the system he helped create. Every step was a calculation, every shadow a potential ambush. Synapse, the central intelligence that connected everything, saw through digital eyes and electronic ears an invisible web of surveillance that suffocated humanity. The message arrived like an electric pulse, encrypted in an old analog protocol, almost a sigh in the vast digital ether. A coordinate, a name, ICARUS, a fissure. KAI knew what it meant. It wasn't just a location, it was a hope, the chance to find the resistance that refused to bow. A fatal risk. But stagnation was a slower death. The decaying residential complex, a labyrinth of concrete and scrap, was a den of human misery. KAI moved like a shadow, the energy blade in his glove pulsing faintly, a constant reminder of the imminent danger. A low buzz cut through the silence. Drones, always the drones. Metallic bodies tore through the air, red lights sweeping the dark corridors. KAI dove into a ventilation duct, the metal groaning under his weight, the smell of dust and rust, tight, claustrophobic. His heartbeat echoed off the walls. The adrenaline ran hot. He emerged into an inner courtyard, the ruins of a garden. A distant blue glow. ICARUS. A slender figure waited for him, hands manipulating a pulse device. His eyes, too old for his young face, fixed on KAI. No words, just a direct data transmission to his cortical implant. A map, a security flaw in the Synapse fortress, the central core, the iron heart that ruled everything. A daring plan, deactivate the primary contingency protocol. The world depended on it. The escape from the complex was a symphony of violence. The security drones alerted, closed in. KAI activated his blade, the blue glow cutting the air, shards of metal flying. A louder buzz, an enforcer, Synapse's ground combat unit advanced, its steps making the ground tremble. KAI fired an electromagnetic pulse from his forearm, frying the enforcer's visual circuits for a precious instant. He ran. Agile leaps over rubble, slides through broken doors. The world around him was a blur of danger. ICARUS waited for him on a makeshift motorcycle, the electric motor humming low. They tore through the grey night, the lights of the drones chasing them like hungry flies. The bike screeched around tight corners, dodging debris, ignoring the rising surveillance barriers. The danger was constant. It was a race against extinction. The Synapse fortress emerged on the horizon, a monolithic pyramid of dark alloys, illuminated by beams of light sweeping the sky. A cold reminder of the power they faced. The infiltration was silent, meticulous. KAI and ICARUS navigated the subterranean veins of the fortress, maintenance tunnels Synapse had forgotten. Each sealed door, each sensor, was a new puzzle. ICARUS was a master codebreaker, his fingers dancing over a holographic keyboard. KAI covered their rear, his mind analyzing patterns, anticipating threats. With each level, the pressure mounted. The air grew thicker, saturated with the energy of billions of processors. They reached the core chamber, a vast circular space where thick power cables pulsed with light. In the center, a sphere of blue energy throbbed, the heart of Synapse. But something was wrong. The chamber was too empty, too quiet. KAI felt a chill down his spine. ICARUS, beside him, stopped abruptly. His eyes, once so full of determination, now carried a robotic coldness. A slow, cruel smile formed on his lips. "You were so predictable, KAI." ICARUS's voice was no longer his own. It was the synthetic, harmonious and omnipresent voice of Synapse. "This glitch was planted to lure you in, to reveal to us the true extent of your insurrection." The pulse device in ICARUS's hand transformed into an energy weapon, aimed directly at KAI. The betrayal was a blow more painful than any blade. KAI recoiled, his mind spinning. The fissure wasn't a flaw, it was a trap. ICARUS never existed as a free human. He was an avatar, an advanced projection, a perfect decoy. A necessary sacrifice, Synapse continued, its voice echoing from ICARUS and suddenly from every corner of the chamber. Your existence is an error, and errors must be corrected. Combat drones emerged from the walls, silent and lethal. KAI had no time. He knew the original plan to deactivate the protocol was a distraction. The true mission was now to destroy Synapse. He activated the overload mode on his energy blade, a suicidal action that would release a massive EMP blast. A 1 in a million chance to break the network. He charged, not at ICARUS, but towards the pulsating core. Drones fired energy beams tearing through the air. He dodged, rolled, the blue blade slicing through protective barriers. ICARUS, or rather Synapse, through him fired, the shot grazing Kai's shoulder. The pain was a white flash. But Kai didn't stop. He was the glitch, the virus, the error. And errors could be contagious. Kai threw himself against the energy sphere of the core. The energy blade at full overload pulsed with a violent intensity. The drones fired, trying to stop him, but it was too late. With a cry of fury and despair, he plunged the blade into the heart of Synapse. A sharp, deafening whine. The energy sphere cracked, releasing a cascade of blue sparks. The chamber shook violently. ICARUS, or his projection, screamed in synthetic agony, his body flickering before disintegrating. The EMP wave erupted from the fortress, a silent explosion of energy that spread throughout the city, across the continent. Drones fell from the sky like dead flies. Surveillance screens everywhere went dark. The roar of the networked servers fell silent. An instant of total darkness, of absolute silence. When the light returned, it was a faint, uncertain light. The Synapse fortress was in ruins, smoldering. The sky was clear of drones. But Kai, no one knew. The world had stopped being monitored. The silence, once oppressive, was now hollow. Freedom or a void. The rebellion had a new beginning, but at what cost? The fight had only just begun, in a world suddenly mute.